and 8 and horizontal lines from all these. The points of intersection would be here. These are the points. Now in top view also this base is not visible, hence this internal portion would be dotted line, and outlines are always full line. In any figure outside line would be full line. So join all these points like this. This would be dotted line, this curve would be dotted curve, which would appear like this, and this curve would be fully visible. So joined with a full line like this. And then the generator of the cylinder to be drawn like this, such that the line becomes tangent to both the ellipse as shown over here. So this is the top view of given cylinder. If it is tilted like this, in top view it appears like this. Now in next it is given that the axis of this solid makes an angle of 35 degree with vertical plane. Now locate the axis of this solid. This is the axis from this point to this point. It could be seen drawn like this. This is an axis. This is also axis. Here the axis and vertical plane both are parallel to each other. So we have to tilt this top view in such a way that its axis makes an angle of 35 degree with XY line. So instead of tilting the object, just let me tilt the reference line, that is XY line, at an angle of 35 degree with XY line. So that draw reference line X dash, Y dash like this, such that the angle of this X dash Y dash line with XY line is 35 degree. So this angle is 35 degree. This is the XY line as we drawn earlier. This is XY line. Represents intersection of HP and VP. And angle between XY line and X dash Y dash line is 35 degree. Now we have to draw its front view over here by the same analogy which we employed in the previous problem. So for that, let me draw lines perpendicular to this reference line from each point like this, perpendicular to this XY line from point A, B, C and so on. So like this, perpendicular line from point A, from point B, from C, from D, from E, F, G and so on. After drawing these perpendicular lines, let me pick up the points from its front view. So measure the distance of point A. Suppose let me take point A, measure this distance of point A dash from XY line, and from here put this point, cut the arc on this side. So point A would be somewhere here. Here is point A or A dash. In short, this distance from X dash Y dash line to this point would be similar to distance from this point to A dash. Both would be same. So this is point A dash. Similarly locate point B. So for that, from B draw a line, measure the distance of point B from XY line like this, measure this distance, cut an arc on this side. From here cut an arc. So point B would be somewhere here. It would appear somewhere here. This is point B. Name that point B dash. Similarly C point would be at the topmost position. So measure the distance of between C dash to XY line like this, and from C draw a line. This is the line, and cut arc over here. So point C would come somewhere over here. Here is point C or C dash as its top view, C dash. Now D dash. So for that again measure the distance of D dash to XY line like this, cut arc over here. So D dash comes over here. Here is point D dash. And again, if you look from this direction, this face would not be fully visible, hence outside line would be dotted, would be full, and inside line would be dotted. Similarly, in bottom circular portion, this portion also, for that also project the points like this, draw lines such that it becomes perpendicular to the reference line, and measure the distance of all these points from front view and find out points of intersection, and the points would be like this. Here the points would appear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and join all these points with a smooth curve which would appear as an elliptical shape like this. Now to find out about visibility of the lines, let me move like this. If we are looking from this side, this face would be fully visible, this face would not be visible. Hence, the front view of this face would be dotted line. So draw like this. This outside line would be full line, and inner portion would be dotted like this. And after drawing that, let me draw the generators or outside of the cone like this. Outside edge of the generator. Then its axis also needed to be drawn. Everywhere, whenever we draw any solid, it's compulsory to draw its axis like this with usual notation. So this is the top view of given problem. You can see here. Answer number 1B, insert the dimensions and write the view's name. This is front view, this is top view, these two are top view, and this is again front view of given condition. In exam also you have to draw the same object like this. Answer number 1B, its front view with the inserted dimension 50 mm, diameter 40, angle of inclination 45, name of points, front view, this is front view, this is front view, these two are top view, and this is again the front view of given object. Asked for 7 marks, so at least if you draw these two views, you may get 2 marks, which is very simple. Now next problem. Figure shows two views of an object. Using first angle projection method, draw following views. First, sectional front view, and second, left hand side view. Asked for 7 marks. So this object is given. The same question is also asked in some other examination in January 12, and we solved the same problem at that time also. Here we have to draw sectional front view and left hand side view. So it's a problem of missing view because left hand side view is not given to us. So from this given two views, we have to imagine what should be the object. So the imagination shows that the object may appear like this. This would be the object. You can see here like this. This would be the object of given problem because its two views are given to us. From these two views, you need not to draw this isometric view. These two views are given to us. In exam, it's not needed to draw this isometric view, but to draw its left hand side view, we should know what should be the actual shape of the object. In this object, in examination, these two views are given to us. We have to draw sectional views, sectional front view and left hand side view. Now what's about sectional front view? If we cut this object from here, if you cut this object from this center line like this, which portion would be cut? Let me think here. Here dotted line is there. So here space is there. So because of this space, this material will not be cut. So here section lines would not be there. Here this material will cut. So in this portion material is not there. So the section lines would not be there. But here section lines would be there. So in this portion section lines would come. So here section lines would be there. And whenever we draw section lines, this dotted line would be transferred to full line. So these lines would be full line like this, and section lines to be drawn in that portion. Now if we cut along this is a rib, And in section planes, ribs are not drawn with the section lines, but this support would be cut. So here we have to draw section lines in this portion only. Again here in this portion material is there. After that here no material is there. So here section lines would not be there. So in this portion again section lines would appear. In short, its front view would appear like this, as shown over here. This would be its front view, section lines, section lines, section lines. Here no section lines. But yes, after cutting this line would be really visible. So after this dotted line would be drawn as a full line, because when we cut this portion from here, this face would be visible. So this invisible line would become visible over here. So this is the front view, this is top view, and left hand side view should be drawn assuming this is the front view. If you look from this direction, what should appear that we have to draw, that is drawn over here. So this is the solution of answer number 2B. Of course, it's just a revision. We drawn this problem earlier also. You can see here, this is given data, this is the isometric view of the object, isometric view, and this is the solution. In solution or in the answer, you have to insert majority of the dimensions, 20, 80 and so on, and you have to differentiate the types of line, whether it's a full line or dotted line, because here some edges are not visible, which is drawn by dotted line, and some edges are fully visible, which is drawn by full lines. So I hope it's clear to you. Now next, so let me conclude today's talk. So till now we have solved few problems of the question paper from July 2011, and next time we will continue with the solution of the same question paper. Thank you. Thanks to all of you.